Dominique Reese here, owner of Reese Financial Services, where I am the Chief Financial Planner and Consultant. I am here today with the Tip Tuesday, and I'm really excited because I want to give a shout out to one of my best friends' mom, Miss Latanya. I appreciate your question about Roths versus traditional IRAs and which one is best. And I said, I think other people have this question. It's been coming up a lot around how to save for retirement. So this would be a great Tip Tuesday. So shout out to Miss Latanya. If you have any thoughts or questions about anything financial related, let me know and I'll do the same thing. I'll turn it into a Tip Tuesday. So this is awesome. So that's what today's Tip Tuesday is going to be about. A Roth versus traditional IRA and what's better. Now, what I'm really going to do is just sort of break down the pros and cons, what I believe you should consider when determining which account is best for you, and then you make the decision. And of course, if you feel like you need more support after you get educated, then you can reach out to me and I would love to coach you to the best solution for you. So let's dive right in. A Roth versus traditional IRA. Now, first thing, we're talking about retirement here, okay? These are both retirement accounts, and traditionally, when you use a specific retirement account, it has some retirement rules. Let's just level set, okay? So there's going to be some rules that you must follow when using either of these accounts. The thing is, one can be more flexible than the other, and depending upon your personal financial situation, you may find that one is going to be best for you. However, you can definitely have both. All right, so let's start with tax bracket. Now, money is taxed. Your retirement monies are going to be taxed. When it comes to the Roth versus the traditional IRA, you simply want to know if you want to be taxed now versus later. And everyone has their own philosophies around taxes. I'll share what mine is, and you can make the somewhat same decision for yourself through this process. So I know what my taxes are right now. I don't know what my taxes are going to be in the future. I like to set goals around things that I control, and I encourage clients to never set goals around things we don't control. We don't control taxes. I mean, to a certain extent we do because we can vote on them, but that's a whole other thing, right? Okay, so we don't know what the tax brackets are going to be when we retire. We do know what tax rates are right now. And so my personal philosophy is I want my money taxed now. I don't want my money taxed later. And so therefore, I prefer the Roth because a Roth allows for you to contribute after tax money for your retirement. Whereas a traditional IRA, you're contributing money that has not been taxed. And therefore, when you reach retirement, without any penalty or anything like that, it's after age 59 and a half, you will then be taxed on the money once you're ready to withdraw it. All right? Roth IRA, you contribute after tax money, meaning you get paid, you pay taxes, and then you get your paycheck from what's left over. What's left over is after-tax monies. You can take those monies, put them into a Roth IRA, and when you're ready to withdraw the money from the Roth IRA, you will not be taxed on your contributions. You will only be taxed on your earnings, meaning whatever earnings have grown in the account. So if you contributed, let's say $10,000, just round numbers, and now you have $12,000 and you decide to take out $2,000. Well, the $2,000 is going to come out of, ideally, is going to come out of your contributions, which you will not pay taxes on those because you already pay taxes when you contributed. However, if you take out $10,000 and now you want to take out the other two, which were your earnings, that monies will be taxed, okay, because they were never taxed. That's what grew in the account. So that's the major difference between a Roth and a traditional IRA. The traditional IRA, you're going to contribute money that has not been taxed. You get paid, you contribute to the IRA with monies that are pre-tax, and then whatever other taxes come out of your paycheck, and then you get what's left over. Fast forward to retirement, you're ready to start taking withdrawals. That money had never been taxed. So now it's going to be taxed at whatever your current income bracket is going to be. Most people assume that they'll have a lower tax bracket in retirement, but you do not necessarily want to make that assumption, because you could have streams of income coming in from whatever sources, and you're going to be taxed on that money. So altogether, whatever your gross income is, it's going to put you into a particular tax bracket, which very well could be higher in retirement than it was in pre-retirement, okay? And you have to remember that age accounts for some of the benefits that you get when contributing to these types of accounts. So if you're already in retirement age or near retirement age, you may not have the same benefits to contribute to these accounts. So just straight off the bat with taxes, do you want to pay taxes now? Do you want to pay taxes later? And here's some more perspective. Let's just say your traditional IRA grows to $1 million, right? You contributed, let's just say $700,000, right? And you've earned $300,000. So now you've got $1 million in that account. None of this money has ever been taxed. So you're thinking you're retiring with $1 million. And now you're ready to start taking those withdrawals. You're going to be taxed on that money. And that $1 million account is probably now going to go down to about $700,000, because $300,000 will probably be used for taxes because of your income bracket. So now you have to realize, wow, I didn't retire with $1 million. I actually retired with $700,000 after I paid taxes. And that makes a huge difference in terms of your ability to afford your lifestyle and to continue on with the plans that you may have had for retirement. Big difference, right? All right, so taxes, now versus later. Roth IRA allows you to pay taxes now. You contribute to that account with after-tax money. Traditional IRA, you contribute to that account with pre-tax money, okay? Now, contribution. You can contribute $6,000 as of 2019 and 2020 to both of these accounts. If, based on your eligibility, you have both, you can have a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA. Now, there's times when this makes sense, and there's a strategy that we build for clients who this makes sense for. However, most times you're probably not going to have both. And again, it's not unheard of to have both, but we want to maximize your potential to save and account for taxes. So $6,000 for one or the other. If you have both, $6,000 cap between both of them, okay? So you can contribute $6,000 to the Roth IRA, or you can contribute $6,000 to the traditional IRA. If you have both, you can contribute a total of $6,000 between both accounts, right? Also, contribution, again, your contributions, are they taxed or not taxed? So that's where taxes come into play. Roth IRA, no tax, because you're using after-tax money. Traditional IRA, contributions will be taxed upon withdrawal. Okay, withdrawals. Now, let's say you're ready to take this money out. With the Roth IRA, there are no penalties for withdrawing any of your contributions. No penalties. You don't have to be 59 and a half. You don't have to wait after 5 years. There's no rules around withdrawing contributions because it's your money. You've already paid taxes on it. You've decided to put it into this account. So there's no rules around being taxed on it. Again, when you withdraw the money and you start to withdraw your earnings will be taxed because they were never taxed. That's what the account grew to. Okay? Traditional IRA, on the other hand, lots of rules. You have to wait until you're 59 and a half before you can start withdrawing money from a traditional IRA without tax, without penalty. I'll say that again. You can make the withdrawals, but if you're less than 59 and a half, you're going to get hit with a penalty of 10%, and you're going to be taxed at your current income tax bracket. So that money is going to be taxed either way you look at it, and you're going to pay a penalty. Not cool, right? I don't like the idea of being penalized to take my money. But again, these are retirement accounts. The government wants to make sure that you use this money when you're in retirement. And if you're not using the money in retirement, they're going to penalize you for it. So it's almost like a deterrent. They want you to wait, save this money for retirement. They don't want you dipping into it. If you do dip into it, there is a penalty. Now, there are about 6 exceptions to this rule. I'll let you do the research on what those exceptions are. However, we don't want to even go there, right? Ideally, you won't have to dip into your money if you do choose to open a traditional IRA. But those are the rules. You need to be 59 and a half, so you're not subject to penalty or early withdrawal fees. And then when you are ready to withdraw that money, it's going to be taxed. And it's going to be taxed at your current tax bracket. So all in all, you may start to figure out for yourself which one of these accounts is best for you. And keep in mind, they're retirement accounts. They're for retirement planning. So you want to keep that in mind as well, because a lot of times people feel like they should have everything under the sun because it's out there. You hear other people talking about it. And there's some truth to that. They're both very good savings vehicles for retirement. However, you want to be sure that, one, you have an investment philosophy and that you have a tax philosophy. What are your philosophies around these concepts of investing and taxes? Because they play a huge role in these particular accounts. And if you have a 401k through your employer, you may not be eligible to contribute to one of these accounts. So you want to be sure that you consult with the financial planner, financial coach, if you have questions about your specific situation, because everyone's situation is different, which is why I say you can Google this stuff, right? You can go Google the exact articles that I use even to send to clients and learn this on your own. But when the challenge comes in is where you want to apply what you've learned. And when you want to apply what you've learned to your personal situation, it may be in your benefit to seek professional support. Do not be afraid to talk to someone about how these two types of accounts can impact your current financial situation. You don't want to make a mistake. And even if you do, right? Let's just say you do. It's fixable. Everything is fixable. So for the most part, it'll just be a lesson learned. But you don't want to waste any money in learning your lessons if you don't have to. Maybe invest that money on the front end and speak with a professional, right? So there's some trade-offs. There's some opportunity costs here. So I hope this is valuable for you. Again, thank you, Ms. Latanya, for asking the question, which is better? And there's pros and cons to both. Simply do your research, learn how to apply the research to your personal situation, and then make the decision on which account you want to open. There's several investment firms that you can open this account with. And again, if you feel like you need some personal support, reach out to me. I'm a financial planner, coach, and consultant. I can help you with this type of thing, and I'd be honored to serve you. All right, Dr. Dominique Reese, I'm out till we meet again. Peace.